Welcome. Let's go.
Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Support the
All right,
stream.
there we go.
Hit the Cash App dollar Bakefire.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Boston, with great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. And of course, there are the Knicks, a game back.
You know, for the Celtics, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And for the Celtics, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Brown in at the 3, small forward. And for those teams that look like a total rebuild now, how do they stay motivated, Grant?
Well, BA, for the free agents to be, it's all about the dollar signs.
Yeah,
and of course, for the younger players, this is your chance to show you deserve minutes.
We start out slow.
Will bring it up to the Boston Celtics. Here's White. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, Derek White, fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Here's Brunson. Softly drops in the floater.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Here's Brown.
Ready.
Hauser
I'm
outside.
gonna throw that away.
White against Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. And Boston again with the bucket.
You love the decisiveness with which Vucevic is making these decisions. He's got the green light to shoot it on the catch.
Oh! Oh.
Pass to Towns. And the layup is
That
good.
OG down there.
And setting the tempo with an assertive
Let's
move.
hit the weight room.
Where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication
You got past
on that
that?
side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying
Ain't no
that
way.
the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is
Different ball game being the starter than the 6
So
man.
it's Boston now. After the basket by New York. 2 open that time.
becoming much more reliable with his jumper the longer he plays in the NBA.
Ball game.
And Brunson gets
Different
it.
ball game being
What a
started at the
great
6 man.
start. They've only missed one thus far.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Anunoby against Brown. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And
Feeling
Vucevic
cat
slams it
back
in.
there.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Kicks it out Towns. Puts up a three. Sinks it from distance. Towns has got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside White.
There you can hit that cat.
Here's
That right there.
And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of
Fuse.
turning three-point opportunities.
Oh,
And Brunson gets it
that
to
missed
go.
a 6 man.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
This could be interesting.
Brown against Anunoby.
That's going to
Takes
be
a step back. And Vucevic slams it in.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And some changes here for New York. Robinson comes in for Towns, and Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Hart. Now here's Brunson, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Clarkson for 3. Boston pulls it in. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a
We
win.
down
They
2-4.
were
Yeah, I
able
want
to
to set the
exploit
score.
that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night
Who's that?
defensively, and
Who's
you
out
take
there?
advantage. Simple as that.
Mikhail? That's all. Yeah, that's all.
New York again can't hit.
Yeah, we got off so far.
Exactly who you want taking that shot.
We got to settle down.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said
Oh, don't
he has
give him that
great
again.
short memory. If he misses a
Wide
shot,
open look
it
to the
never
hoop.
affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you guys.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice
Oh,
efficient
well,
look there. Boy,
Bridges,
that'll
come on,
help
yeah,
your
you
percentages.
supposed to be good on
Well, one thing we
defense.
know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to
Stop
shoot
him.
it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually
Oh, yeah.
every coach
Yeah.
he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity, and that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has
Damn.
got to produce if you're going to be an effective team.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Drills it from deep.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And that one good.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Shoot.
Here's Kato.
Come on, Mitchell.
Nikola Vucevic. He's feeling it
Look at the
tonight
clock.
and has been the driving force for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far.
Oh, that's
Their
right. They got
passing
over
has
there,
been
man.
simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of
Got
is
my
making
man
their
over there in the
presence
corner.
felt
Cat.
inside.
Corner, we got Cat
Lots
too.
of paint opportunities.
And it's Gonzalez in at the point guard position.
Oh,
That's
shit.
who's in the game for the Celtics. Towns for three. The offensive rebound. Pass to Shannon. Clarkson outside. From deep.
Good.
Rebounded by the Celtics.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Celtics lead by 5.
Going some way out there.
Here's Shireman. Still no points. Here's
I
Cam.
like that.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They're punishing those late defensive
Long game.
rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to
Marathon,
Shannon.
not a sprint.
Fires the three. And the Knicks miss
Okay,
again.
but it's that.
Boston on offense.
All
7-point
right.
game. Biggest lead so far. They're coming off that win against the
That
Heat.
one.
Well, they showed their mental strength in that game, weathering quite a storm before banding together and charging back.
They set the pick. New York. Man, that was good. Clarkson.
There you go.
Clarkson's got his second basket.
I love it. Instead of going ISO,
I
you make
instead
it
of
play
doing it
for
out there.
someone else.
Saying
And
that
so
with
Joe
Boston
Mazzulla
without
calls
Jason.
the timeout. I think right now
Should be
he
no
might be looking
problem.
at some adjustments. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Shannon. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado. Here's Brunson. He's off on the layup.
Really?
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Ada no good.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Robinson passes to Towns. Fires for three. Hauser grabs the board.
Heavy
Boston
shot.
leading by 5.
Second off. Oh,
Inside. White gets it to go.
Derek White, tremendous finisher in the painted area, just drops it in softly.
Pass to Robinson. Towns outside. Anunoby against Brown. Here's Brunson outside. That one's down for Brunson.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the free ball.
All right, Greg, can you talk
No,
about what
not really.
Jalen Brunson has brought to the
taking what's
Knicks?
You
there.
know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside White. Let's go with a three. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brunson. Oh, taking it to him. Jalen Brunson.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive
Nice
end.
out there.
That typically means a long night for your opponent.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. The Knicks are making a switch here. Hart's and the ball is
Oh,
tied
yeah,
up,
you gave
so
him
we'll
this
have
with
a
that
jump
ball. 6-man.
Hauser passes to Brown. Here's Brown on the drive. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Brown's got 8 points.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to
If
the
being
line.
the starter.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
And here's Brown for three. Hart pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
That's good from Robinson on the assist by Brunson. Robinson's gotten his first points in this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team, and what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
And grab the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And here's Brown for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Robinson. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Outside White. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Anunoby. The 3. Sinks the tray. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game. White the 3. That shot off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. New York out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive, not getting to the line. They're doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw despair. Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime to be the guy. They've got each other fired up.
It's almost like they're playing. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third